I fell into a ring of fire.
You know, I don't know if a lot of people know that she wrote Ring of Fire. I feel like people say it to me all the time, Johnny Cash wrote Ring of Fire, but June wrote Ring of Fire.
She wrote Ring of Fire, okay.
That is a look at June, the new documentary profiling legendary singer-songwriter, comedian, and TV star June Carter Cash.
The film shines a spotlight on the 5-time Grammy Award-winner's remarkable life and career with never-before-seen footage and interviews with celebrities, friends, and family. And joining us now are June's daughter, Carlene Carter, and Emmy Award-winning director, Kristen Vaurio. Welcome to the morning show. What a beautiful tribute. Kristen, I'm going to begin with you. Why did you want to tell June's story?
I think, well, the story came to me via the family. The family wanted to tell the story and wanted to get her story out, because a lot of times she's seen as kind of an appendage to Johnny or a sidekick to Johnny, and not a lot of people know that she lived this incredibly rich and full life, and it's just it's time, you know. And it also, one thing is that she's not been inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame yet, and I think that everybody kind of feels like that is a grave oversight, and so hopefully this will get the story out and get people talking.
Overdue.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Carlene, to that point, your mother was a star from such a young age. What do you think people will be most surprised to learn about your mom after watching this?
I think that they'll be surprised the absolute amount of work and influence that she had for the many years before she ever began working with Johnny Cash or married him, and she was hilarious, and she was the go-to girl for just about anything. You needed her to show up, she'd suit up and show up and with bells on, and she was a great entertainer, and that's what she wanted to be. I remember seeing her tax return one time when I was a kid, and it said occupation, it said comedian.
Oh,
and I thought, I don't have any friends that have comedians as their parents, you know? And then I said, what should I put down for me? And she said, put entertainer. I was like, when I started out, she's like, always say you're an entertainer.
The mark she has left on her family, on the industry, how was that, trying to put that down and show the world exactly what she's done?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were fortunate in that there were so many people who could tell us her impact on their lives themselves. You know, and the number of careers that she started through her mentorship and her support, and the people who were influenced by her music and who sing her songs, and they just happened to be some of the biggest superstars around, you know? So I think that story kind of told itself. I think the challenge was like when we had to trim things, you know, because it's just such a vast story in life.
Yeah, we can't lose this.
I know.
We saw Reese Witherspoon in one of the clips off the top, and Carlene, Reese, of course, won the Oscar for playing your mom in Walk the Line back in 2005, just a couple of years after your mom had passed away. What was it like watching Reese portray your mom?
It was really cool in a way, because I didn't get too emotionally attached to the way Reese looked, you know, but I knew it was my mom at the same time. But it was such a small part of their life, really. If you looked at it as huge in the big picture. And I think they did a wonderful job on that film, and I felt like my mom won an Oscar. And that's the way, because that's the way I looked at it. It was like Reese did such a good job being June, but June, it was June that was the Oscar.
Now, we love that there's such a special Canadian connection to the Carter Cash family. Johnny Cash proposed to your mom in the middle of a concert in London, Ontario. Here we have it here. Now, just last year, the proposal was commemorated outside the London concert venue with this mural.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Yes, yeah.
Kristen, what more can you tell us about their love story?
I think think, I mean, I'm of two minds about it, because I think that we all want it to be a fairy tale, and we all want it to be this mythological story. And there were some elements of that magic to it. And they had a love that endured and was incredibly deep, and they just thought they were each other's favorite person in the world, you know? But I think that the other side of it is that they were real people, and they had real struggles, and some of the struggles were bigger because they were in the public eye. And so I just wanted to make sure that we were telling the full story, because I think that I mean, I think that gives them credit for the amount of work that they put into it. And then I think it also, like, that's the model. I think that people you can't, like, it's never happily ever after. It's like you're always in it. And so, you know, marriage is hard, and it doesn't always work out. And that's also fine. And, you know?
Yeah, this also captures June's passion. And Carlene, I wanted to ask you about going back to 1998. At the age of 70, your mom recorded her first album in 25 years. All the major record labels said, thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, yeah.
They took a pass on this. That album, Press On, gets released and wins a Grammy Award.
I know.
Yeah. Tell us about her continued ambition in the later years of her life.
Well, she didn't know how to not be good. You know what I mean? She, like, even in the making of that record, it's like she would tell little stories before the song. Or she'd say, well, here we go, we're going to cut across like Snyder's dog on, you know, it's like one of them country sayings, like going across the ford in the river or something. And she was passionate about it because she wasn't done yet. She just wasn't finished. Mom really liked working. She loved playing music. And even when she didn't have a project going on, we would still get together and practice. Yeah, because we liked it.
This is such, like I said at the beginning, such a beautiful tribute. You have to see this. June is streaming on Paramount Plus. Thank you both for coming in.
Yeah, I hope everybody feels inspired.
Oh, you cannot not be inspired.
Yeah.